I've eaten pineapple for a long time, but today I just discovered a great tip. Just by looking at some points on the pineapple, you can immediately know whether it's sweet or not. No need to cut, no need to smell, just looking is enough to know. From now on, no more wasting time peeling only to eat and find it not tasty. No more regretting money because you bought the wrong sour or bruised pineapple. Everyone likes pineapple. Fragrant, refreshing, and also helps digestion. But the most feared is buying a fruit that looks delicious, but inside is mushy, extremely sour, and the whole family dislikes it. Especially in this season, pineapples are sold everywhere in the market. People should know how to choose correctly, so it's both tasty, economical, and safe for the whole family to eat. Follow Tracy to try a few tips to tell apart sweet pineapple and unsweetened one, especially tip number 3. Not everyone knows it. But if you know this trick, you will definitely feel very confident every time you pick a pineapple. Now let's start with the first tip. Tip 1. Look at the skin color. The simplest way to pick a perfectly sweet and crispy pineapple. Don't rush to believe the seller just saying, "It's very sweet," because just by noticing the color of the skin, anyone can choose a pineapple that is perfectly ripe, crispy, sweet, and juicy. First of all, do you see this pineapple with a deep golden yellow skin all over? That's a clear sign it's fully ripe. The flesh will be soft, richly sweet, and have that signature tropical fragrance when you eat it. You can choose pineapples like this if you plan to enjoy them right away for the best flavor. But if you leave it sitting for another 2 to 3 days, it might become overripe, too soft, slightly pungent, and lose its natural sweetness. If the pineapple is too dark yellow or has brown spots, that's often a sign it's overripe or starting to spoil. It's best not to pick ones like that. As for pineapples that are completely green from top to bottom, they may look fresh, but in fact, they are unripe. Eating them will be very sour and hard, and can even cause mouth irritation. These are usually fruits picked too early. To eat them, you have to wait a few more days. If someone doesn't know and buys one like that to eat right away, it's bound to go to waste. So which one is the best? It's the ones with a mix of yellow and green, usually called perfectly ripe pineapples. These are often crispy, mildly sweet, juicy, and best enjoyed within 1 to 2 days. They're harvested on the right day and in the right way, so once peeled, the flesh is golden yellow, fragrant, and delicious to chew. The whole family will love them. Pineapple provides a high amount of vitamin C, helps fight oxidation, and boosts immunity, especially during changing seasons or when it's easy to catch a cold. That's why you should pay close attention to picking a good pineapple. Remember, skin color is the first secret to help you choose the right pineapple without wasting effort peeling it. Tip 2. Look at the pineapple eyes. A small trick. That's incredibly sweet. When picking a pineapple, have you ever noticed the small raised dots on the skin? Those are pineapple eyes. And just by looking at them, you can read the quality inside the fruit. If the pineapple eyes are sparse, evenly spaced, and large, this is a sign that the fruit has absorbed plenty of sunlight during its growth. Thanks to regular sunbathing, the pineapple will have golden yellow flesh, juicy texture, rich sweetness, and a wonderful aroma. One bite, and you'll instantly taste the natural sweetness spreading on your tongue. Especially, pineapple contains bromelain, a precious enzyme that helps the body digest protein better, reduces inflammation, effectively fights swelling, and boosts immunity. Eating pineapple the right way can also help clean the mouth and aid digestion after meals. On the other hand, if the pineapple eyes are dense, close together, and tiny, that's a sign the fruit lacked sunlight and developed poorly. This kind of pineapple usually tastes sharply sour, has little sweetness, low moisture, and gives a slightly bitter and sour feeling when eaten, is not tasty, and is also lower in nutritional value. So, next time you go shopping for pineapples, Don't forget to carefully observe the pineapple eyes. Where are you from? In your area, is a pineapple easy to find? I'd love to hear your answer in the comments below. Tip 3. Look at the pineapple leaves. Instantly guess the sweetness and quality in just a few seconds. When choosing a pineapple, don't just pay attention to the color of the skin and the base. That's not enough. There is one detail on the pineapple that very few people know about, but it is extremely important. It's the cluster of leaves on top of the fruit. Just by looking at the leaves, you can already guess whether the pineapple is sweet and juicy or not. Pineapples with long, dark green, lush, and vibrant leaves prove that the plant was grown in good conditions, fully absorbing sunlight and nutrients from the soil. As a result, the fruit will be evenly large, meaty, richly sweet, and full of juice. Just one bite and you'll taste the deep sweetness that the whole family will love. On the other hand, if you see short, sparse, and slightly open leaves, with edges that may be rough or curled, that's a sign the pineapple is dehydrated and no longer fresh, so consider carefully. These fruits usually come from underdeveloped plants that lack nutrients, making them smaller, with less flesh, a bland taste, and dryness. Besides observing, you can use your hand to check the ripeness of the pineapple by gently pulling the center leaf. If this leaf comes out easily, it's a sign that the pineapple is perfectly ripe, fragrant, sweet, and juicy. On the contrary, if you have to pull hard to remove it, then the pineapple might still be unripe and could taste sour or have little juice. So next time you go to the market or supermarket, remember to look carefully at the leaves. With just one sharp glance, you can pick the sweetest pineapple that your whole family will adore. Tip 4. Look at the bottom stem, a secret to spotting fresh, sweet pineapple at first glance. Aside from the skin color, don't overlook the bottom stem of the pineapple, because this is also a clue that helps you recognize how fresh and sweet it truly is. A fresh and tasty pineapple will have a stem that's slightly dry, but still fresh and not moldy. These are usually just harvested fruits, retaining natural moisture. When cut open, the flesh is crispy, very sweet, juicy, and incredibly fragrant, truly worth every penny. On the other hand, if you notice the stem is green with mold, turning black, or damp, you should be cautious. This is a sign the pineapple has been stored too long, has lost moisture, or may even be rotten inside. Even if it looks appealing on the outside, once you cut it open, it's too late. Not only a waste of money, but also effort, peeling, washing, and no one wants to eat it. Thanks to strong digestive enzymes, pineapple helps your body absorb zinc, iron, and protein more effectively, especially after meat-heavy meals. It also works well to neutralize fishy smells. Here's another small tip. The smaller the stem, the smaller the core, which means you get more edible flesh. It's crispier, sweeter, and of course, a better deal. So every time you pick a pineapple, be sure to check the bottom stem carefully. Don't rush. Here, Tracy has 3 different pineapples. Now let's try cutting all 3 to test them out. You see, the 2 pineapples we compared earlier clearly have more golden flesh, while the other one looks much paler. Now let's taste a bit of each to see how they are. The first one tastes very sour, exactly like we pointed out earlier. The next one is juicier than the first, the flesh is soft, and it has a sweet taste, juicy with a slight tartness. That's exactly the flavor I like. Pineapple is low in calories, high in fiber, and water, making it very filling and perfect as a snack in weight loss diets. Additionally, pineapple contains anti-inflammatory compounds and potassium, which help improve blood circulation, lower blood pressure, and support heart health. Let's taste the last one, the one with the deepest yellow color. Tasting just a little bit, it's very sweet, with soft flesh like the previous one, and it's super juicy. And when I go shopping, I usually choose these 2 types. They're sweet and exactly the kind of flavor my whole family enjoys. So this proves that following those 4 steps can help you pick a pineapple that's sweet, ripe, and juicy. What could be better than enjoying a fresh, cool slice of pineapple on a hot, sunny day? So refreshing, right? If you want to cut pineapple beautifully without getting juice all over your hands, check out my previous video on this channel. I've already shared a great pineapple cutting method there. And if you found today's tips helpful, or if you liked any of the 4 tips mentioned above, please leave the corresponding number in the comments. That's how I know you've watched and enjoyed this content. Thank you so much for staying until the very end of the video. Your support is truly the motivation for me to keep sharing more simple and useful tips every day. Don't forget to hit follow so you won't miss out on more fun videos coming soon. I'll be back with more helpful and relatable content. See you in the next video.